All right, now I have my paper mache, my sort of first layer past that done. And I should probably come back in here and smooth these down a little bit more. There's always going to be a couple things popping up, but hopefully we can kind of smooth those down, especially when it gets a little sticky, and they'll want to stay a little bit better. Okay. Now I've noticed that on my chin area here, it's kind of like the chin kind of went away. And there's another thing that I realized I want to do. I want to make sure that I add some kind of neck. And we can do that when it is dry. But with the neck, we can basically just add a little cylinder of cardboard kind of right here, and then we can kind of keep going from there. That way it'll help a lot. It'll really help sort of stand up on its own when you're working on the rest of it. Okay, but I'm going to add a piece of material down here, and of course, since it's wet, I have to say, well, what am I going to do? Otherwise, I'd have to wait, you know, at least 24 hours or day and a half. I think I'm going to use some paper towels, and I'm going to sort of beef that up. So let me get my paper towel set up. So now I've got two pieces that are going to kind of beef that up. So let's see how this is going to work. So normally I would dip these things directly into the glue, but I'm afraid that if they get so sopping wet, then they're just going to kind of compact down. So instead, I'm going to get this jaw area a little bit more wet kind of before I start. So I'm just going to kind of dip my fingers into paper mache, kind of get that gluey stuff on there. Okay, now I'm going to take kind of the ends, I'm going to dip the ends in the glue. See how that's looking. It's looking a little bit better. I think I'm going to need a little bit more over here. And then I'm going to put a little bit more right there at the top. And then I can come back with some of my regular paper strips. Cover that up so I've got a bit of a better transition between the paper towel and the paper there. Trying to kind of get rid of, oops, just don't forget to scrape off your extra glue. So that we can kind of cover up the paper towels. And again, if you've got a lot of the glue already on there, you can just take a dry piece of your paper that you're going to paper mache and kind of stick it right on over the top of a really wet area without getting a bunch more glue. That one's a little dry. So that's looking like I've got a better chin on there now, because before my chin was a little non-existent. Okay, so now what I will do when this is totally dry is I'm going to put like a neck cylinder right on there, and I'll tape that on there, and then I can start paper macheing that on so that that thing will stand up.